Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about or follow along with the Facebook and LinkedIn posts. Also, as promised from the last video, we will discuss the great ideas we had from brainstorming those Twitter posts. It's a big commitment, but worth it, we are finding. A lot of successful people use Twitter. Elon Musk, a lot of musicians use it, radio stations, the city of Vancouver. That's actually how I found out that the Queen passed away so fast, was on Twitter. I heard about it hours later on the radio, but I heard it on Twitter first. Okay, so the Facebook and LinkedIn posts were all from the Twitter folder that you guys seen last week. I just resized it, so I guess that's where we'll start with right now is a resize. So I just gotta let's just give me a second here. Let's just open up something I could just do that with. So we'll just pick this one here. It's a LinkedIn post, but this is how you do it. You click on it. There's a little resize with the crown. Again, that's a feature, a pro feature. So I suggest you subscribe to the pro feature, but if you hit resize, you can you can change it to a different platform. So this one was a LinkedIn. So if I want to do a Facebook resize, I click on it. I You can copy and resize it, or you can just resize it. But I'm just going to copy and resize it so I don't erase the other one. There, and now it's on like the Facebook platform, basically. So it's a little different. It's a little bit bigger, I think. So I would have to bring this down a bit and resize it, basically. But I don't need to because I've already done this one. So I'm just going to close this. So that's how a resize works. That's one of the things that we love about Canva Pro is that feature right there. You can just, like I said, I have, nearly 70 Twitter posts because I do 4 a day now. And it just, I can go into those folders and pick something and resize it for the other platforms and then reword it if I have to. So, okay, the posts from the 17th have no hashtag. So let me go back to the planner here, the content planner. So I'll just show you. So the 17th, whoops, not that one. So this one here was the first one. So if you look at it, I didn't have very much on here. I could have wrote more, so I didn't. Like I said, we're just learning how to do this. We're getting better at it, and I know now that especially with Facebook, they you can have 5,000 characters. So try to use that is what I'm finding, and I didn't even come close. Like and I didn't have very many hashtags in there too, so it just it didn't reach as many people as it could have, basically. However, on the 18th, it got a lot better. So if you look at this one here, it's quite a bit more, and I still don't have the proper amount of hashtags. Like I really got to just add as many as I can. The more hashtags you have, I think the more people it's going to go out to eventually. Okay, so let's just open this one up. So this was the webcam that we we picked up a little bit. I think this is the one. No, this is a different one. Sorry, this is the one we started doing live streams during lockdown because we weren't allowed to meet in public. So there were a lot of DJs and a lot of companies that did live streams, and we were one of them. And we started doing it regularly. It was called Monday Fun Day at the Front. It was a live stream. It was a 5 o'clock traffic jam, but it was all like trap music and house music. It was really really a lot of fun. But we did get some events out of it that were a live stream, from doing that basically. So I just did a post. I just did a post like that. Going back to the storytelling, I just a little bit of a story like we were during when we were locked down, we had to do live streams. So I just made a story out of it, basically. So that was the first one. And the second one is right here. And this is I had pictures and a lot of videos from this show that we just did on the weekend. So, I started to just post them, and this was, just talking about, I got to meet George Leach, so I can write about that. I got to meet him backstage. I got to shake his hand and talk to him a little bit. All the artists, I got to do that too. So I just wrote a post up like that for Facebook, and I already started putting more in on this one. Like there's more words, but no hashtags. That was a big mistake right there. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So you can see this is why Canva's so good. Like I have 3 LinkedIn posts, I have 3 Facebook posts, and I have 4 Twitter posts that I did all before this day. So it really effective. So let's go to this one. I think we did not see. So yeah, the radio and arts full-time diploma. So I went to BCIT last week for an info session on the music business course. But they were talking about the radio and arts entertainment full-time diploma and part-time diploma. So I got to listen to them describe those courses, and they had stuff that I think would really help with our company. A lot of skills that we could learn to be better, just to improve our own business, through this course at BCIT. So I can write about that through social media. I just have to, include a story into it, which I did. I talk about going to the music business part-time, course there, but also learning about this program too at the same time. So that's what I did with this post. And again, I didn't have any hashtags. Big fail there. I should have had them in there. But okay, let's go to the which one was that? I think that was it. Only had 3, but that's a lot. So let's move on to the 18th. We did the Twitter ones last video, but I got 2 Facebook posts on this one. And this one is a little bit better. I have a little bit more characters down on the post, and still I could have had more tags too, basically. So, and this is talking about Twitter post music business. No, oh, sorry, that's just how I saved it. BCIT music business courses, publicity and touring. Yeah, so let's move on to the last one, and I think this is, yeah, okay. So back when we were still in Saskatchewan, we did an event at the Don Ross Center, and it was the worst snowstorm that North Battleford has ever seen. Otherwise, I think we would have sold out, basically. But there were still a lot of people there, and DJ LA, who is Lance Albert, and I tagged the whole night, basically. We had two different DJ setups. He had his own, and I had my own. We had a 10-foot by 10-foot video screen behind us on the stage, and it was a lot of fun. It really, really, really was. So, I just have to make that a story. Like I have to story tell that, which I did through the description here, basically. That catches people's attention, and it really makes them remember. I think it makes them remember the whole event, basically, or what we're talking about. And then I just have a few hashtags in here. I really got to start putting more hashtags in, basically. But it's a learning process. Okay, so I think that's it for the 18th, right? Only one LinkedIn, eh? Okay. And it's very from, we've seen this at the Facebook post. So again, I just copied or resized it basically, and then made it a LinkedIn post. But I made sure to change my description a little bit so it doesn't look like I just copied and pasted it. But that's what I did for LinkedIn. So basically, what I'm trying to do is 2 LinkedIn posts a day, and 2 Facebook posts a day and 4 Twitter posts a day. And then I try to do 2 Instagram, like one story that deletes after 24 hours and 1 reel. And then I try to do the same thing over at TikTok. I try to do 1 story that deletes after 24 hours, and then I try to do a video too. So it's a lot of social media going on with us, posting to all these places. But I find it's like free advertising. I'm getting a lot of engagement. I'm getting a lot of people. I'm tracking my website as I'm doing this, and I'm seeing an increase of traffic, just from doing all this work. And you know what? Not advertising on any of these platforms. I'm not spending any money right now on Facebook or Instagram or any of them. And you can, but I'm not. So I'm just getting good at writing posts and trying to get better at social media. That's what we're trying to do here. Okay, so that was all the Facebook. So we'll just go through the LinkedIn real quick, I guess. This was a big event that we did at it was like the third or fourth Fridays at the front, I believe. And there was a lot of people here. The lineups were crazy to get food. Like I didn't eat that day because I had to play music, and I didn't have the like it took like an hour to stand in line to get food because there were so many people, and I just the band only played for 45 minutes, so I didn't have a whole lot of time. So basically I starved until the show was over, basically. But yeah, there's a lot of people there. There's a lot of big turnouts at the events that we're a part of. So I can write about that. I can turn that into a little bit of a story on LinkedIn and just write about what was going on. And I even put my story in there a little bit, how I've been in the entertainment industry since 1996, grade 12. Like, I missed my own high school dances growing up, but I was in Saskatoon, playing other events and cabarets and that sort of thing, and just I was into this business at a very, very young age. So I can talk about that. I can bring that up and you know on my website, on all this social media stuff that we're doing. Like it's a part of the brand. It's like how we got experience. It's really, really powerful stuff. So I'm going to use it. So that's what I did with this post. I just wrote about my experiences and then how we helped out at this festival with the front and everybody else that was involved. Jake Seeley was there, and Bobby Hicks, and Rob, the guy that owns the front. Like there was a lot of people involved, and then everybody else that that put that festival on. Like there were food trucks, and there was security, and it was just a very, very well organized event. And we're happy to be a part of it. And I just touched bases on that. So, okay, the next one, that was that one. So I think it's this one. Yeah. So this is one of the good ideas that we came up with because we were brainstorming for Twitter every day, trying to come up with new content to write for Twitter. Was like I've been trying to think of what can I sell online at our website. Like what can we sell there? And I didn't know, like we couldn't come up with anything for a very, very long time until I started brainstorming ideas for Twitter. And I thought of some the experiences, the tips, things that make our company successful. Like I could help other DJs out with like mixing and DJing technically. I can help them, so they don't have to put in all that time that I've put in. I can help them, and I can sell that information through our website. And this came from just brainstorming those Twitter ideas, basically. So it's like, yeah, it's a lot of commitment. It's getting easier to do, but it's a lot of commitment. But this idea came from that, and I'm like, we're just fully rolling through that. Like we're gonna start doing the content videos for those tips on how to technically DJ better, on how to run your DJ business better. We do two videos every month for our clients, and it's going to be a subscription service through our website that you can pay for through our website, and then you have access to these two like fundamental tips that will improve your technical mixing or how to DJ or how to run the business better on the entertainment side of things. Maybe not so much like DJing, but just tips on, how to run your business better, like showing up on time and, you know, working with, reason why we're so good at what we do is we're not shy to work with like our competition. You know, we're just not like I've like my friends over at GQ Productions, like I work closely with them. Like when they need help, if they have a show that they need to do, I don't mind helping them. A lot of companies, that's where they make a mistake is they're just, oh, they're the competition. I won't even talk to them. But if you can get past that and just, you know, you can actually get some shows and you can be friends. And if you need gear, if I need gear, I can rent stuff off of them. I've done that quite a bit. And it's maybe something that I couldn't have got if I wasn't so willing to work with them. So like tips like that was what we're going to offer through our website. Like that made a big difference for us. With getting more events and just making it easier to work in the industry. Okay, so moving on. That was, I think that was that one, right? Yeah. Okay. So the LinkedIn post on the 18th. Yeah, sorry, we did that one too. My bad. Okay, we'll move on to, yeah, I'll do one more and then that's it. The 19th. So we did the Twitter ones already, but the LinkedIn, yeah, back to BCIT. Very, very powerful stuff over here. Some of the best content that we have come out with this week was because of this session that we were at. And it's just like I feel like I'm cheating, but I'm not. Their information they gave us some information on all three areas that you could go to school in: the TV production, the radio broadcasting, and the online journalism, I think. Anyway, they gave you detailed information on all three courses that you could take. The part time ones too. So I have them all and I have them with me. So I use that for content. I went through some of the key points that it would make our business run better. Some of the things that I really, really, really think would make Pacific Sound that much better. And I can make a story out of that and talk, and then it advertises for BCIT too. So it's just like they get some publicity out of it as we grow, and I talk about the experiences that I had there. So I was there last week and I just read about it, and I think like, yeah, look, my writing is already getting a lot longer on these posts. I've already figured that out at this point, and I'm trying to make them longer. So because it's on LinkedIn and Facebook, I'll always try to write as much as I can. So LinkedIn, I guess you can only have 3,000 characters. I think on Facebook you can have 5,000 characters. But yeah, I talk about the experience I had last week and how positive it was, and like I was there and I learned about TV and video production. And I think I even talk about like it's a full-time course. And then I talk about, and this is all on that piece of paper that was for the full-time course. Some of the career opportunities once completed are camera operator, video editor, independent filmmaker, media relations personnel, freelance producer, but this is the big one that really caught my eye that I really want to incorporate into Pacific Sound is wedding and live event videographer and producer. So I'm just like I'm already just thinking of like that going into our brand of what we do, like just expand a little bit more into more services like just create more revenue and just be a lot better off. So, and that was from a course that I wasn't even there. Like I was there for the music business. Like that's what I want to do. That's what we're gonna do first is the music business. But coming back to take this course just for that freelance producer. Oh, sorry, no, just for that wedding and live event videographer. I think is is pretty cool. I really, really do. So I wrote about it in this post, and yeah, this post specifically started to blow up on LinkedIn a little bit. Got a lot of likes. I'm getting a lot of likes. Is what I'm trying to say is I'm getting a lot of likes on most of the social media platforms right now, which I never even got before. But I wasn't doing any of this stuff. So okay, on to the next one. So let's open that up. This one here is probably, yeah. So okay, this is the other part of the school at BCIT, the Radio Arts and Entertainment. This is the part-time course, and I got to listen to them talk about this one too before I went into the music business part of things. So yeah, I just again just say I was recently at BCIT for the information session for music business, but we also were interested in the part-time courses they offer. So again, I can just incorporate this as a story, get people's attention, and it works. It really, really does. I'm getting more likes, and I'm getting people message me even on LinkedIn uh, from these kinds of posts. And all I did is, well, we seen me do it on the last video is I just found a really good arts or radio picture, and then I added some text, like really simple stuff, really, really simple stuff. And then, yeah, you can see I started to get a lot more hashtags and as many as I could. Okay, next one. That's it for the LinkedIn ones. Did we do the Facebook yet? I don't think so. But there you go again, right? So this is why Canva is so good because this is now on a Facebook platform and not LinkedIn, but it's the same picture. It maybe has a different background there for the blue because they are a little bit different from platform to platform, but it's the same theme basically. So again, I just try not to use the same words on this post from the last, and then I just as many hashtags as I could, basically. Okay, next one, same thing. I picked a different picture this time though, and I think I used this picture on the TikTok as well. Same picture, but I try to switch the pictures up and the words up, basically, so it's a little different. But broadcast and online journalism, full-time diploma, BCIT, music, BCIT, business media. There we go. And again, I just talk about being at BCIT last week. I made a story out of this and told them what we were interested in, what careers they could do when completed, basically. And again, social media manager, like we're trying to get better at social media, and they're going to teach you how to be a manager of social media. Like that's very, very important with the growth of Pacific Sound Entertainment, is to get into social media a lot more than we ever have. And we do actually want to work with artists and musicians as we move forward and manage them. And like that's why we want to do the music business course, is so that we can legitimately manage these artists and musicians that need help or want help. We can be there for them, basically. And this course would help, and it's another full-time course. These full-time courses are 2 years, so it's a long time. But it's something that we want is that social media manager. The media relations looks pretty good too. Producer, like digital content creator and news anchor. Like there's just my problem is there's stuff at every one of these full-time diplomas, but I don't have 6 years for all three of them. Anyway, That is the Facebook post. So we've done those two, and I'm just doing 2 and 2, right? So we've done those. Now let's move over to the 20th. LinkedIn is probably, yeah, it's the arts and entertainment full time. So again, I changed the words a little bit here just so it doesn't look the same across every platform. But same story about how I was at BCIT last week. What we really like about it, like the social media coordinator, like that's key stuff if we want to move forward and start working with other artists. Like we're gonna have to be able to work with social media for them, but of course we want to do it for ourselves first. We want to get good at promoting our business and our brand out there. The next step, though, I'm pretty sure we're going to start working with artists and start managing them. Really, really exciting stuff over at Pacific Sound. Okay, that was that one. So we'll do the other LinkedIn, which is this one. Okay, same picture for LinkedIn as the one for TikTok, I think. But anyway, broadcast and online journalism, full-time diploma. Again, this was a topic at BCIT when we were there last week. So I made it into a story, and I talked about, of course, this information was all on the paper too that they gave me. So like the career opportunities was right off the information they gave me, and I just like it's content that I can create. So I just I wrote I didn't miss anything out. I wrote down every career opportunity that you can do from doing it, basically. And then again, the social media manager really interests us, as does the digital content creator. Like we're getting better at this, and you can like I can see it in our engagement and what LinkedIn is telling us for people visiting or not visiting my site maybe yet from LinkedIn, but just people, like it's giving me analytics. LinkedIn is telling me when people are looking at my posts, and there's more and more people starting to look at them, basically. Okay, so I think that was it for that. The Facebook ones are right here. So this is the first one. And again, and this is all the BCIT stuff. So I spread it over the couple days on different platforms. This is the full time. Again, the radio and arts. So again, I just talk about being there last week, and I turned it into a story. I talk about the careers that one could get once completed. Social media coordinator. Again, powerful stuff if you want to get into social media and get better at it. Like that's that's very, very, very good stuff. And then look at all my tags. See, this is what I mean. I started to just really anything I could think of, just got a hashtag, basically. I think you reach more people by doing that. I really, really do. Okay, which one? That was that one. So Facebook. Can't read. Yeah, same thing. So I'm just making sure that I don't do the same one. And that's where Canva Pro comes in pretty good, because if you save each each post where it's supposed to go in the specific folder, like I have many different folders set up inside Canva. So I have a Facebook story folder where all the stories go, like that little part on the top of your page that says stories. I post up there. I heard somewhere that it's really good to post on, like try to use all, like everything that Facebook offers. So, you know, do reels, do stories, do posts. Like those are the three that you can do. So do all three, and Facebook likes it better. So does Instagram. So, I have all these folders, is what I'm trying to say. I have these folders in Canva Pro, and it's like Instagram stories, Instagram posts, Instagram Reels. And then I have the same thing with Facebook, and then I have the same thing with TikTok. and I think I just have one for LinkedIn. But they're all separate, is what I'm trying to say. And if if I'm if I really not sure if I posted about something and I don't want to post twice about it, I can just go into that folder and look and go, oh no, I didn't do that. Then I can do it. So another good thing about Canva Pro. Okay, so I think that's it. I think we went through everything, right? Yeah. So this is the part-time radio course at Facebook. I don't know if I'm jumping around too much back and forth from platform, from LinkedIn to Facebook to LinkedIn to Facebook, but again, this is the part-time course that they offered. They had 3 part-time courses. They had more than 3 part-time courses actually, including the music business. But this was the part-time course, and I just, again, very simply just wrote a story about my experience at BCIT, how I was there for a different course, but how radio, arts, and entertainment caught my eye too. And it's like really simple stuff. I think that's it. So I'll just, like, since the storytelling improvements, all platforms are getting better, more likes, more engagement. Instagram said a real post was 95% better. So the storytelling thing is working. It really is. So with that, that's it. I am going to talk to you guys next video. So be sure to like and subscribe to follow us, because I'm going to start the Twitter video right now. So that is coming up too. So you guys have a good day or night, and I'll talk to you soon.